Greetings to Madam Noor Fahima. So, my name is Ranis Rao. So, now I'm going to present about case study 2 presentation. So, in our team, so consists of two people, which is me, Ranis Rao, and my friend Darshan Kumar. Okay, so now let's see the first question. So, the question is Amazon Web Services, which is AWS, is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. So Amazon EC2 is one of their services. So what is Amazon EC2 services? So Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is EC2, is a web service by Amazon Web Services, which is AWS, that provides on-demand resizable compute capacity in the cloud. So in simpler terms, it allows you to run virtual servers in the cloud instead of having to manage your own physical servers. So here are some key features of Amazon EC2: scalability, cost-effective, variety of options, and secure. So EC2 is a popular service for a variety of use cases, including running web applications, hosting databases, developing and testing applications, high performance computing, which is HPC, and machine learning. So now let's see the second question. Amazon EC2 service is a cloud service, so it has all the cloud features. Describe the features of the Amazon EC2 service. So the first one is scalability. So you can easily scale your computing resources up or down as your needs change. This is in contrast to physical servers where you would have to buy new servers or decommission old ones. So second one is cost effective. Or you only pay for the compute resources that you use. So this can save money compared to running your own physical servers. So C, a variety of options. There are a wide variety of virtual server configurations available, so you can choose the one that best meets the needs of your application. The fourth one is secure. Amazon EC2 provides a secure environment for running your applications. எங்க போயிட்டு வந்த? எங்க வந்துட்ட? So now let's move on to the third question. So the third question is Amazon EC2 provides many data storage options for your instance. So there are mainly four types of storages provided by AWS, which are Amazon EBS, Amazon EC2 Instance Store, Amazon S3, and adding storage. So describe these storages for Amazon EC2 instance. So the first one for Amazon Elastic Block Store, which is EBS, is persistence. It is persistence. So data remains secure and independent even if your EC2 instance stops or terminates. So think of it as a virtual drive. So you can attach, detach, and scale on demand. So the second is performance options. So EBS comes in both SSD, which is solid state drive, and HDD, which is hard disk drive. So variants to cater to different performance needs. So SSDs offer faster access times for frequently accessed data, while HDDs are more cost effective for um, large data sets. So use cases, so perfect for storing critical data like databases, applications, and frequently accessed files. So for the second one, which is Amazon EC2 Instance Store, so it has a temporary storage. So it's ideal for storing temporary data like operating system files, caches, or temporary application data that doesn't need to persist beyond the instance lifecycle. So the second one is directly attached. So instance store volumes are physically connected to the EC2 instance, offering low latency for frequently used temporary files. So the last one is ephemeral, which is data store on instance store. Volumes is lost when the instance is stopped or terminated. Exist. So for the third one, which is Amazon S3, which is a simple storage service. So it has object storage, which is designed for storing and retrieving any amount of data from small files to massive datasets. So access data using URLs instead of traditional file paths. So the second one is it is high durable, scalable, and cost effective because it's ideal for backups, archives, static website content, and big data workloads where frequent access isn't the main concern. So for the last one, which is adding storage, so it's likely referred to the Elastic File System, which is EFS. So it has a managed file system. So while not technically part of the EC2 itself, so EFS integrates seamlessly for providing file-based storage. So second one is shared access. So it mount a single file system across multiple EC2 instances, enabling collaboration on files for application like content management systems. So the last one is it is scalable. So it grows automatically as your storage needs increase.
Next is explain the regions and availability zones in Amazon EC2. First is regions, geographic separation. Regions are independent geographic areas around the world where AWS maintains data centers. This separation provides benefits like reduced latency, compliance, disaster recovery. For it reduced in latency, users can choose the region closest to their target audience for lower latency and improved user experience. Compliance. Regularity requirements in some regions might necessitate data storage within specific geographic boundaries. Regions help compile with such regulations. Disaster recovery. If a major disruption occurs in one region, natural disaster, power outage, your sources in other regions remain unaffected. The second is availability zones. Each region comprises multiple isolated data centers called availability zones. These zones are physically separated with independent power, cooling, and networking, which are isolated data centers. Fault tolerance. If an AZ experiences an outage, your resources in other AZs within the same region remain operational, minimizing downtime and enhancing fault tolerance. Lower latency. Resources within the same AZ enjoy lower network latency due to their physical proximity. Okay. Okay, next is question 5. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. We can create instance in Amazon EC2 using the Amazon EC2 console, find out how to perform the launch and Amazon EC2 instance. First, access the Amazon EC2 console. Log into your AWS management console and navigate to the EC2 service. You can usually find it under the compute category. Next step is Launch Instance Wizard. Click on the Launch Instance button. This will initiate the launch wizard that guides you through the configuration process. Next is choose an Amazon machine image, AMI. An AMI is a pre-configured software template for your instance. It includes the operating system, additional software packages, and configurations. Amazon's offer a variety of free and paid AMIs catering to different needs. You can browse the AWS marketplace or choose a popular option like Amazon Linux 2. Next is select an instance type. Instance type define the computing resources allocated to your instance, including CPU, memory, and storage. Choose an instance type that aligns with the processing power and memory requirements of your applications. Next step is configure instance details. Specify the number of instances you want to launch. Define network settings like choosing a subnet within a VPC. VPC is virtual private cloud for private networking or assigning a public IP address for internet access. Configure storage by selecting the type of size of storage volumes. Next is add security groups. Security groups acts like firewalls controlling inbound and outbound traffic to your instances. Create a network security group or choose an existing one within the appropriate security rules for your application. Next is add key pair or selecting existence key pair. For secure access to your instance, you'll need a key pair. A key pair consists for a public key and a private key. The private key is used to decrypt messages encrypted with the public key, allowing you to log in into your instance. You can create a new key pair or use an existing one. Review and launch. Carefully review the configuration details before launching. Once satisfied, click on the launch button to provision your EC2 instances. Okay, sixth, access the Amazon EC2 console. Log in to your AWS management console and navigate to the EC2 server. You can usually find it under the computer category. Navigate to security groups. In the left-hand navigation pane, look for the select section related to security or network security. Click on the option for security groups. Then create a security group. Provide security group details. Enter a descriptive name for your security group. Choose a VPC from the drop-down menu if you're using one. VPCs provide isolated networking environments for your resources. Configure security rules. This is the heart of security group. Security rules define inbound and outbound traffic on your instance associated with this group. Click on the edit inbound rules to define the traffic allowed to enter your instances. You can specify as protocol, port range, and source. For protocol, the type of network communication. For port range, the specific ports on your instance that rule applies to. For source, the origin of the traffic, you can allow access from anywhere for initial testing, but it's recommended to restrict access to specific IP address or security groups for better security. You can similarly configure outbound rules to define the type of traffic allowed to flow out of your instance. Next is review and create. Carefully review the security group name, VPC, and configure inbound and outbound rules. Once satisfied, click on the create button to provision on your new security group. That's all from us. Thank you.